Hey everyone, it is Jennifer Roberts here, and I am the Pod Queen. And so today I want to talk about transition. And so transition is a funny word. It's a term that we know about from labor. Women, if you've ever gone through labor, you know that transition is terrible. No one likes it. It's something you get through, but at the end of transition, you're holding a baby in your arms. So that's okay. So we endure pain for change. And so I just want to let you know that our family is in a new transition. My oldest daughter, Sydney, she just moved out like this week. And so now we have to readjust. Our family had roles, everyone knew how to function, and now we have to learn how to live without our precious Sydney in our home every day. And honestly, my heart is shut down. I haven't fully connected to it. I'm not aware of when I'm going to cry and when I'm going to break down. I know it's going to happen because she's been such an integral part of our journey. And I am going to miss her. I'm already missing her. I walked by her bedroom today and I saw that it was empty, and it's just not right. And so many women have these moments. Well, everyone, when your children move out of the house, you don't imagine what it will be like. When my children were younger, the days were so long, like so long. The days were long, but the years were fast. And so how I ended up here, how I ended up being a mother with a child who moved away is a mystery to me. It happened so quickly. And I raised my daughter to become independent and to leave and to pursue her dreams, but it's just a strange season. And so I just want to talk to those of you that are in transition, because transition touches all of us in different ways. It touches us when our children leave the home. It touches us when we become pregnant for the first time. It touches us when we first get married, when we have a new job, when we move from one city to another city, when our family moved from Brazil or from the States to Brazil, we experience transition. And so I just want to talk about how I've known to get through transition in the past, because I know I'm going to get through this transition with Sydney. I know I will because of my history in God. He's always been faithful. But I just want to say that I have to remind myself. I have to preach to my own soul. I love that about David in the Psalms. He preached to his soul. He reminded his soul what truth was. So I'm having to remind my own soul that my citizenship is in heaven. I'm living for a different season of time. I'm living by a different code of ethics and circumstances. And so my life here on earth is more temporary than I'm even aware of. And so I have to remind myself that I am living for God and I'm living for His purposes. And because I raised a family living for His purposes also, then I have to release my most precious gift back to Him. My daughter is precious. She's a delight to me. She's a delight to our family. And the thought of her not being around every day when I want her around is enough to make me have a breakdown. So maybe I'll stop talking about that and have a breakdown another time off camera. But I want to say that I have to put my anchor in God. I have to cling to Him. I have to remind myself that He's good, that He's been faithful to me ever since I was born, even when I was in the womb. He's going to be faithful to me in this season. I can trust Him. And I know that His commitment to my daughter is greater than my commitment to my own daughter. I mean, I adore her. I love her. I care about her. I'm thinking about, oh my gosh, what happens if her car breaks down on the side of the road and her dad's not there to help her? How are we going to do this? But I know that God will be faithful. I know those are just details that'll sort themselves out. But what I care most about is that my daughter finds God on her own, that she connects with Jesus in a significant way, in a way that she is proven to have a deep, living relationship with Him. So the way I get through transition is that I remind myself of sovereignty. I remind myself that I am in the palm of God's hand, that He is leading me, and He's leading my daughter, and He's leading my family, and He's good, and He's always been faithful, and He's never going to stop being faithful. And so He can help you in your circumstances and in your transition. and in your journey as well. That's what the Pod Queen thinks. Se você gostou desse vídeo, comenta aqui, gente.
Isso, muito bom,